What's up, y'all? Today we're gonna work on the SOG. What is this called? The SOG Snarl. It is a sheepfoot style blade. Let's take a look at the box. It's got a sheepfoot blade design. The blade steel is 9CR18 MOV. It's got a pretty sweet sheath here. Pretty good retention. And this is designed to be sort of like a last ditch blade, something to keep underneath. The way I'm going to be wearing it is actually as a neck knife. So it comes with this beaded necklace. So you can carry it under your shirt. And the reason that I picked this up is there was an incident where some vagrant got really close to me, and I'm like, man, if he would have done something to me, and I would have pulled out my weapon at that moment, my gun at that moment, it would have been really hard to get enough distance to engage. And so, in fact, it probably would have been dangerous if I would have pulled out my gun, because then it would have been a fight for the gun. But pulling this out, especially with the finger loop, would be really hard for him to pull this out of my hand and allow me to create some distance before I could eventually drop it and transition to my firearm. So because I'm wearing it, I'm going to be wearing it as a neck knife. So it has this, you basically feed this through. Because I'm going to be wearing this as a neck knife, I think it either goes through this hole. No, it looks like it's going through this one. So it's a little more balanced. So because I'm going to be wearing it as a neck knife, this, I guess, belt clip, so it's designed to be worn on your belt, if you wanted to wear it on your belt, is not necessary. In fact, it's probably a hindrance because the metal is going to be placed on my chest because I'm right-handed, and so it's just going to be annoying and probably rust up. And so today I'm going to try to remove it. I've already tried playing around with it via the Allen wrenches and it didn't work. So let me see if I can get this loose using my wrench. There we go. Do the same thing to the other one. I'm trying to strip the bolts. It's always good having these hand tools in your workstation, so you can just make these quick modifications. Fuck. I just marred up the blade a little bit. There we go. Looks like these need to be screwed out. I just want to make sure that these aren't required for the sheath retention, but it looks like it's not because this side is pretty solid. In fact, it looks this might be, no, it doesn't look like it's ambidextrous. There we go. There we go. It's a lot harder than it should have been. And there we go, nice and clean. So now when I'm wearing it as a neck knife, it'll be dangling here. And so I can reach under my shirt, so it's not even exposed, so it wouldn't even be a fight. Pull it out and get some distance. Or, hey, maybe just open up an Amazon package. So hopefully this was helpful. It's a pretty sweet design. I feel like I have a very strong purchase despite it not having a large handle, simply because of that finger hole. So it allows me to get some pretty good purchase. And if I wanted to open up, I mean, you can see there, pretty aggressive. I mean, it cuts pretty easily. You can imagine that going through someone's like butter. So I like it. I mean, I think it's a little awkward, to be honest. The sheath itself is a little tight. And I tried this a couple times. Reaching up underneath you kind of have to do like a little bit of, you know, figuring out. But I feel like now knowing that, hey, once the finger is in, pulling out will be easy. The one technique that I'm gonna have to worry about is making sure that I don't cut myself under the shirt. So doing that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push out on my shirt and then pull. So that way I'm a few inches away from my body before I pull out. And then I'm gonna use the back of my hand to ride it down my shirt. So that way I don't accidentally cut my shirt open. Could you imagine? Cut my shirt open. I was just trying to open up an Amazon box. So pretty sweet design. I think like it's definitely worth picking up. I mean, it's a super cheap knife. I think you're going to get a lot of use out of it. It's a great neck knife. I like that it's stainless steel because I've used a Essie, an Essie Azula as a neck knife before, and because it was carbon steel, and then it ended up getting a lot of rust. And so I like the fact this is stainless steel, so that way it doesn't rust because you're going to be sweating on it. And I like that this is Kydex, so you don't have to worry about that falling apart. So it's pretty sweet knife. The SOG Snarl fixed blade knife. So yeah, pick it up, check it out. All right, y'all.